Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Abdilah Bagus, and today I want to review a textbook under the title The Practice of English Language Teaching, 4th edition by Jeremy Herman. First of all, I'd like to give a short description about this book. Like its title, the book with the title The Practice of English Language Teaching is a textbook for those who want to learn to be English language teachers. This textbook is categorized as reference book. The book consists of 442 pages, and it has 10 main parts that discussed in it. The discussion mostly is about definition of language, teaching method, definition of teachers and students, description of language skill, and teacher's way in teaching. In teaching English language. This book also consists of 24 chapters, and the chapters is defined by 10 main parts in it that I've been told. Okay, I'll explain the 10 parts that discussed in this book. The first part is talking about language in general and in detail, of course. This part has 2 chapters in it, and this part is talking about language in detail, from its history, function, adaptation, and its description, all in detail. The second part is talking about theories, method, and techniques, which consist of 2 chapters. This part mostly talking about background issue in learning English language, and the method, the teacher's methodology, and technique in teaching English language. And the third part is talking about learners and teachers, which consists of 3 chapters. This part is talking about learners descriptions, teachers descriptions, and also the learning context in classroom. The fourth part is talking about managing learning, which consists of 3 chapters. This part is talking about the goal, the setup goal, feedback, and purpose that given by the teacher to learn to the learners. The fifth part is talking about the changing world of the classroom, which consists of a chapter. This part discussed about the technology and resources that used in the classroom. The sixth part is talking about focusing on language, which consists of 4 chapters, quite a lot. This part mostly discussed about the material that taught in language learning, such as vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation. The seventh part is talking about language skills skills, which consist of 5 chapters. So much. Yeah, this is my favorite part. This part, of course, discussed about language skills, listening, reading, writing, and speaking, and how it is being taught in classrooms. The 8th part is talking about planning and syllabus, which consists of a chapter. This part discussed about teacher planning their lesson for the students. The 9th part is talking about evaluation, which consists of a chapter. This part discussed about testing and evaluating students for the teachers' further lesson. The 10th part is talking about learner autonomy and teacher development, which consists of 2 chapters here. And this part discusses about how learners learning autonomously and what should teacher do after the class for self-development in further lesson, in further class. That's the explanation of the every parts in this book. Move on. I'd like to tell you about the plus point and my favorite part in this book. The plus point for this book is that every chapter is well organized based on its discussion and its part. So it will be easier for the reader to find what they're looking for, like me. My favorite part is the language skill that I've been told you before. So, and also my favorite part from its book, that the relatable discussion, the insight that given from this book, like the language skill, that's very relatable for me. For example, I'm studying an extensive reading. I can easily find it in language skill part because it is very well organized, and the description given is very detailed and full of insight. So it will be very relatable for me to learning that extensive reading with this book. Minus point, and I dislike most from this book, is that the book is made on soft copy, ebook, and very bad scan. For example, there are some pages that need to be zoomed because doesn't scan well. If I would read the hard copy one, I think this book will be perfect. There's no bad thing. It's just the scan is very bad. Some pages are normal and some pages are very little, so we need to a little bit zoom in it. For the conclusion, this book is very good and easy to understand because it is organized very well. It is recommended for those who want to learn about English language teaching, especially for new teachers who want to know more about the English language teaching, how teaching in class, how methodology. This book will explain everything. And this book can also be used for students in university like me, considering this book is reference book, so you can looking for the relatable, so we can find the relatable material from this book. This book very helpful for me, and I think that's for my review. for this book, The Practice of English Language Teaching by Jeremy Hammer. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm signing out.